go down at this point to these Hydralisks. It can kind of retreat to the high ground. No, not in time. So Hydralisks are going to be the major reinforcement for Nostra. Catz now trying to poke away, kill as many of these pestering roaches as possible. But now it looks like the bulk of Nostra's army is going to be the Hydralisks. So 12 Hydralisks, 9 roaches versus the 5 lings and 9 metalisks of Catz. And Catz desperately trying to reestablish some. There is a single roach left here trying to do damage and taken out by the ling. So still remote mining to his hive at this point from his natural. Blood is everywhere on the map. I'm not even sure what Catz can build at this point. It looks like he still has everything intact, so none of the major buildings have gone down. Kind of a battle going on right here. Not very favorable for Catz. Needs to retreat at this point, and Nostra are going to be pushing in yet again. And this might not be good for Catz, as he doesn't really have any minerals right now. Does have a few banelings on the ground. If he burrows them and pops them out just in time, might be able to take care of the Hydralisks. And if he times it right, this is going to be some crazy micro. Really needs to get them burrowed. Okay, I'm not sure if this will work, but if he can pop it just right, he might be able to have enough go down that he can do damage to... trying to pop him up right at the right time. That might be oh my gosh, everything going down. The Hydralisks are going down and now going to be moving in with his Mutalisks. If he can take out all the Hydralisks, this is very favorable for Catz, as he just leaves the roaches kind of open to attack on both sides. The roaches really need to get out of there or figure something else out. They can't do anything at this point, so incredible play there by Catz. Really had 4 banelings and just perfect timing to explode and do as much splash damage as possible. Right now, Nostra desperately trying to find anything to attack if he can, but does not want his roaches to go down. As looking at the income tab, neither player are mining. Right now, Nostra is trying to rebuild another hatchery, and I don't know where his harvesters are. They are remote gold mining all the way back to the natural. And if Catz sees that, which I think he does, it's just going to blast away at these drones. So Nostra are going to have to try to remote mine from somewhere else, but desperately trying to get some income in right now. And both players are pretty much down to their last dollar. Catz only has 3 harvesters out right now. And so really it's just going to be playing with these Mutalisks. Is it going to be enough in this game? Looking at the units, there's 4 roaches. So right now it's actually, strangely enough, in Catz's favor, because he does have the ability to take everything out. I think once he realizes that and kind of pushes in, avoids the spore crawlers, and if he can just take out all the, this is his last standing army. I think he might be remote mining. Yes, he's remote mining with 3 drones at his base right now. And Catz just really tried, look at that. Look at that roach being pushed along. That's pretty cool animation right there as his buddy is pushing him along. Nostra just able to get out a handful of Hydralisks. This is not going to be enough. Might be enough to handle the roaches, the Mutalisks in the air right now. So much crazy action going on this late into the game. And now we're down to another epic micro battle. Who's going to have it? Nostra trying to remote mine. Doesn't have anywhere to mine from, and just really has to have his drones sitting out on the field, constantly chaperoned and bodyguarded by the Hydralisks. Meanwhile, Catz trying to let this his weaker Mutalisks slowly regenerate across the field, and both players at a standstill right now. Looking at the units, there are 4 Hydralisks and 2 roaches. Catz is mining like the slowest mining you could possibly ever imagine, and decides that he's going to be not getting more, just trying to get some lings out right now. Try to do something. These lings are already being rallied back here. And so Catz going to be picking off. Oh, Nostra overextended himself and going to be losing a few. Maybe try to pull the Mutalisk out, but not a good idea. Really should just fight with the remaining army. Great idea trying to expand the creep and using his existing spore crawler. I think he only has 1 spore crawler on the map, which is going to leave everything else open to attack at this point. Catz really could try to figure out. Oh my gosh, might be losing every unit. Incredibly valuable right now. And looking at the economy, there's 60 minerals for Nostra, and trying to remote mine from here. Unfortunately, because he does have that ground army, is now just hoping to get this. Look at the slow creep push going out right now. Sees that Catz has brought in a few more lings. Not good for him, as he realizes that Catz is still mining somewhere, and is able to get units, but both players pretty much mining at the same rate. that Ling going down. No Overseer even possible at this point. So no detection going to be possible, and this Ling going to be able to prevent any sort of... Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Spore Crawler. Wow, the lone Spore Crawler is able to detect and do some damage for Nostra. So this Spore Crawler is a champion for the... Wow, just crazy that it was able to get in there. 2 Banelings have been morphed in. They're going to try to explode. They're going to get picked off if they don't burrow. Oh my gosh, one of them actually explodes. And unfortunately for Catz, just caught a little bit out right now. Oh, bad move. Just great attempt by Catz to get in there. But I think once Nostra is able to establish and now going to be able to remote mine effectively, Catz really needs to look for something else to get everything going. And still remote mining right now. Might have been better off if he had produced just a few more drones so he could remote mine a little bit faster. Doesn't really have anything out on the field to do much. Just these 2 Lings right here, and trying his very best at this point. Although now I think everything is in favor of Nostra, who is able to remote mine, possibly trying to really slowly though. Catz is trying to do any damage that he can. I think doesn't realize that everything out here is completely vulnerable at this point, and just trying to poke in and see if he can get any damage done anywhere at all. Yeah, everything else is pretty darn vulnerable. If this hatchery went down, it would be that much harder for the Ming statue now getting the angst of Katz's frustration. Catz has built another drone, so going to be speeding up his remote mine as well. And things are a little bit slow in the game, but still pretty darn exciting as both players are desperately trying to mine. Catz wants to pick off the drones as best as he can. If he just went back here, he could pick them off. That's what I really want to tell Catz. Catz, go explore the other side of the map. The 2 roaches are coming out. This could be a huge problem. 2 roaches could really end the game for Catz at this point. Pretty risky play by Nostra, because if Catz can just burrow these very quickly before they die, one shot, one of the drones is going down. Burrow, Catz, burrow. Oh no, he's not, unfortunately not focusing right now on what's going on, because he is microing out as well. The drones are all being exchanged, although unfortunately for Catz, if he loses all his drones, that's going to be game for him. And oh, just very unfortunate timing for Catz, as he was able to pick everything off. And looks like, are there any drones left? There are no drones left for either player, although it looks like the 5 Hydralisk army is just going to be that much stronger for Nostra. So Nostra just going to be nailing away. If those drones had burrowed, I think it would have been a different game. Unfortunately for Catz, they had not. So once these Hydras move in, there's really nothing that Catz can do against them at this point, other than run in his 2 Lings, which are kind of still rallied, which I don't even think he... Oh, or maybe he realized that he had right there. And maybe try to use the Broodlings to his advantage somehow. But once these Hydralisks come in, it's going to be pretty much game. The Hydralisks do need to be careful of the Broodlings if they destroy buildings. This game could go on literally forever, depending on how things go, because Catz can go off and just destroy everything on his side. And it might be, I think it is the last battle to the finish. The Ling is going to be moving out across the field. Nostra can make another drone if he really wants to. He does have enough minerals for it. And Catz at this point just trying to think about, what can I do in this situation? Not much. Might have to GG pretty soon. So super long, epic battle between both players. Catz able to get up to Broodlords even. And now this small, tiny force by Nostra going to be able to take out everything from Catz. I think Catz will be forced to GG pretty soon, as he doesn't have enough response to it. So hoping that the Broodlings can do some sort of damage, I think, is what he's really focusing on. And still hanging around his base, not going to be trying to attack, trying to pick off anything that he can, but just not going to have enough against the 5 Hydralisks right now, who are upgraded to 1-1. And it looks like Catz, I think, just trying to figure out if he can pick them off one by one, and just going balls out, just going to use the remainder of his army to get in there and do some damage. But unless he can isolate these somehow, hoping that the Broodlings, and yes, Nostra being very smart right now, doesn't want the Broodlings to kind of pop out. Now what Catz could actually do is destroy the buildings and make the Broodlings pop out, so that he can use them to his advantage. I think, is he going to do that? That should be pretty interesting for him to do. He would have units out on the field to fight for him if they can get close enough to it, and I don't think he's going to do that right now. Nostra, of course, doesn't want that to occur, but if he can pop all 3 buildings at once, might just have enough broodlings to do damage, although they will die before they can do any sort of significant damage, of course. And right now, Catz, I think, is trying to figure out what to possibly do. Sees the broodlings come out, waiting for the timing of that to come out, and I think it's just not going to be enough. Was able to take out 1 Hydralisk and only has 1 Mutalisk out on the field right now. So pop that building, Catz. Come on, get your broodlings to fight for you. But once that goes down, it's going to be GG from both players. Actually had a minor opportunity there and finally throws down the GG. So a nice long epic 52-minute game between a Zerg versus Zerg player down to the last units yet again. And so great game from both players. This has been a shoutcast by JC of StarCraft, and I'm signing off.